Yes. Okay. Okay. Is my screen visible to you? Okay. So as we ended up with the last day, that is last day we have ended with this example, and which was an n cross n matrix, and for which each and every diagonal elements having the numbers which is equal to the row number. Okay, so it means, yes, it means if the matrix is like this, so every diagonal elements, that is this one, are having the row numbers, that is this is row 1. So first diagonal element will have 1. This is row 2, the second diagonal element, that is in row 2, it will have the number 2. And if it is row 3, then the third diagonal element, it is 3. Similarly, it is row 4, then the fourth diagonal element, that is this one, will be 4. Okay, and since this is an n cross n matrix, how many diagonal elements are there? Obviously, n number of diagonal elements are there because n number of rows are there. Okay, and if I add all these numbers and the summation of all eigenvalues of A. Okay, one thing I didn't tell you, that is the actual trace is equal to the trace of the matrix, that is trace of A is equal to the sum of all eigenvalues. Okay, and trace of A is equal to the sum of our diagonal elements, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus up to n, and which is equal to the sum of all diagonal elements, that is sorry, sum of all eigenvalues. So in these questions, actually the requirement is n eigenvalues are there, that is what is the summation of n eigenvalues of A. This is the required question. Okay, so yesterday uh, we have found the trace of A, and the trace of A is equal to the sum of all eigenvalues. So trace of A means all 1 plus 2 plus this. So which means this is A is the right answer, n into n plus 1 divided by 2 according to the AP series. AP series we have already completed in class 11, I think, yes, class 11 or 12. So this is the AP series formula. Okay, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus up to n is equal to n into n plus 1 divided by 2. So 1 is the A is the right answer here. So it is already discussed in the last class. Just one thing was left, that is what is the summation of all eigenvalues. Next, what this is the question, the last question of first unit, that is matrix and determinant section. That is, this is the finding of eigenvectors. Okay, so what is eigenvector? First of all, I just simply I am discussing what is eigenvector is. It is very important topic. Eigenvalue and eigenvector, important topic for every engineering students. It's either for mechanical or aerospace or civil or any kind of engineering students. Eigenvalues and eigenvectors has different types of applications, different types of applications in your field. Okay, so first of all, just I am going to explain what eigenvector is. Eigenvector is nothing but, suppose a particle is going into this direction. There is a particle going into this direction. Okay. Now you are applying a force to this particle, a force, suppose F. You are applying a force F to this particle. Now this particle, after applying a force, this particle maybe will be in different direction, okay, or maybe in the same direction according to the according to your direction of force applied. Okay, so after applying the force, this particle maybe shift to here. This particle maybe will shift here. This particle may shift in any other direction, suppose here. So this is a new vector. This vector is a new vector. This vector is a new vector. This vector is a new vector. After applying the force, I don't know, that is after applying force which direction the particle will go. The particle may go to this direction, the particle may go to this direction or this direction. Okay, always remember the eigenvector is that vector after applying the force, the direction of which will not change. Okay, so suppose this is vector 1, this is vector 2, this is vector 3. So which of these v1, v2 and v3, which one should be called eigenvector? Anybody, can anybody tell me? Out of v1, v2 and v3, which one will be the eigenvector? If I apply this a particle, I am applying the force here. Okay, so this particle, case 1, this particle may go to this direction, v1. Case 2, this particle may go to this direction, v2 direction. And case 3, this particle may go to this direction, v3 direction. Initially, the particle is in this direction. Then which vector, v2, v1 and v3, which should be called eigenvectors? Remember, after applying force, the resultant vector will not change the direction, okay, as the previous one. Then it is called eigenvector. Then which of these three will be called eigenvector? V2. Anybody else? Okay, I'm getting only one answer. So obviously V2 is the eigenvector here because the initial direction is this one. Look at this, the initial direction is, this is the initial direction, and the final direction of V2 is this one. So the direction is the same. Okay, direction is same, so it is called eigenvector. Okay, so remember always the direction will be the same, that is the same vector is applied here. So that is why the formula of eigenvector is Ax is equal to lambda x. Remember this one. Okay, x is called the eigenvector. This is also eigenvector. And what is lambda? Already you know lambda is eigenvalue. Okay, and what is A? A is the force, that is the matrix which is operated into this vector. And what is the resultant? This is the resultant, lambda into x. What is lambda? Lambda is eigenvalue, and you all know that eigenvalue is actually nothing but a constant term. So vector is equal to, it will return the same vector with multiplying some constant. It means the direction of the vector will not change. Then we will call it the eigenvector. Okay, it has a numerous application in every field of engineering. Now come to this gate question. So this is the basic idea of what is to this question. Okay. The eigenvectors of the matrix are written in the form this and this. Then what is the value of A plus B? That is, you have to find out first the value of A and the value of B. First of all, you need to learn how eigenvector can be calculated. The formula of eigenvector is Ax, just I have told you, is equal to lambda into x. And what is x? X is the solution set. Okay, the solution space, what I have already discussed with you. Okay, that is, what is the uh, matrix dimension here? 2 cross 2. So 2 cross 2 means there will be two variables, two independent variables, x and y. Let us suppose just x and y. So x is the vector here, which is x comma y vector. Okay, that is two variables we are having. So now ax equal to lambda x. This is equal to 1, 2, 0, 2. X means, since it is a 2 cross 2 matrix, so 2 cross 2 matrix means there will be two independent variables, x and y, is equal to lambda into xy. Now what is the value of lambda? You have to find it. So value of lambda, it can be found by easily. You know that how to find out the value of lambda. Already I have discussed this in the last class. 1 minus lambda 2 0 2 minus lambda. Yes, someone says
2 and
what
1
is
will
it?
do.
2 and 1.
1.
Okay, 2 and
Yes.
1. So after solving it, we find that lambda is equals to 2 comma 1. These are the two eigen values. Remember, since the number of eigenvalue is 2, number of eigenvalue means this is first and second. There are two eigenvalues. One eigenvalue is 2 and another eigenvalue is 1. Okay, so corresponding to each and every eigenvalue, we have two different eigenvector here. So for 2, we have one eigenvector, and for this one, we have second eigenvector. Okay, so now simply put the values here. 1, 2, 0, 2. Now look at this. The eigenvectors are already given to you. This one and this one. Okay, 1 by 1a and 1b. So first we put here 1a is equal to, and let us put any one of the eigenvectors. Suppose I am putting here 1. Okay, any doubt in this line? Simply formula, this is the formula of eigenvector. Ax is equals to lambda x. I am just putting the value of a. What is a? The matrix which is given to you. Okay, eigenvector x. What is eigenvector x? Since it is 2 cross 2 matrix, so there will be two independent variables x and y. So the eigenvector x will be x comma y, or xy in the column vector, is equal to lambda into x. So lambda, and put the value of xy. 2 eigenvector is 1 by 1a, and second eigenvector is 1b. So I am just putting each and every eigenvector. So first we put 1a, this one. Okay, and this one also should be 1a, and I am putting lambda is equal to 1 first. Now solve it. Solve and find the value of a. Okay, please write down in the chat box what is the value of a. If you solve it, what is the value of a? 0. Anyone? Anyone else? Okay, 0. Yes, I think it is 0. just simply solve it matrix multiplication, 1 into 1, 2 into a. So the matrix gives you, yes, 1 by 2, b 1 by 2. Okay, so 1 2, it is 2a. The first matrix, it is 2a, and second one is, sorry, 2a plus 1, a plus 1. Second one is 2a. This is the matrix and it is 1a. If you compare this, you will get both the cases, that is 2a plus 1 is equal to 1. From there you can get a is equal to 0, and 2a is equal to a, that is 2a, it means 2a minus a is equals to 0. Similarly, from here you also get a is equals to 0. Okay, now second, find out the value of b. Write down in the chat box. Here, to find out the value of b, apply the second eigenvector, that is 1b, and the second eigenvalue, that is 2. Lambda value is 1 and 2. Already you have used 1 here. Now you use 2 and find the value of b. Okay, 1 by 2. 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Irfan says 1 by 2. Samarth says 1 by 2. Other answers? Okay, everyone is saying 1 by 2. Okay, so I am believing you and I am considering b is equals to 1 by 2. Then which one of the option is correct? A plus b. So a plus b is equal to 0 plus half is equal to half. This b is the correct answer here. Okay, anybody has any doubt? So this is the ending of unit 1, that is matrix, determinants, and the eigenvalue, eigenvectors. So whatever the tricky examples of gate examinations, the possibility, the possibility of questions, every possibilities I have explained here. Still, I will find many other questions. If there are any other tricky questions there, I will discuss it later. But till now, whatever I have discussed, anybody has any doubt or any clarification, then please let me know. I will explain it now. Okay, then I will now go to the second chapter, which is limit, continuity, differentiability, and mean value theorems. Okay, so limits, continuity, okay, and differentiability. This is not a new chapter to you. You already know these chapters, and it is, you have already started these chapters from class 11. That is when calculus started, because this is the basics of calculus. Limit. Now first, please answer this question. The first questions I have given here, very simple question. Limit x tends to 1, x square minus 1 by x minus 1. What is the value of this? Okay, I'm stopping here. A very easy trick how to find limit. I can see that 20202. Okay, 3 students says 2, 2 students says 0. Look at this. First of all, every limiting value or limiting problem, if you face in the exam, limit x tends to 1, look at this problem, limit x tends to 1, x square minus 1 divided by x minus 1. Okay, This is the problem. Look at this. If you put 1 to x, okay, put here 1 and put here 1, what do you get? 1 minus 1 divided by 1 minus 1, isn't it? So it means it is a 0 by 0 form. So maximum question of limiting of limit, it is the question of this kinds of 0 by 0 form, or it is also called intermediate form. Intermediate. Okay, 0 by 0, infinity by infinity, these kinds of forms are intermediate form. So there are, if intermediate form occurs, then always there is a very easy way to calculate the limit. It's called L'Hospital's rule or L'Hospital's rule. And which is nothing but find the derivative of the numerator, find the derivative of the denominator, will give you the answer. Okay, so limit, it becomes limit x tends to 1. What is the derivative of the upper portion? X square minus 1, 2x. What is the derivative of the lower portion? X minus 1 is minus 1. Comes to minus 2. Sorry, it is 1. Okay. Now if I put x equal to 1 or x tends to 1 here, just put x tends to 1, it becomes 2 by 1 is equals to 2. So 2 is the answer, that is C is the answer. Okay, this is the most easiest way to find the limit. Whenever you see any limiting problem, if it is an intermediate form, just put L'Hospital's rule or L'Hospital's rule. Find the derivative of the numerator, find the derivative of the denominator, it will give you the answer. Okay, another way is there to find the limit of this. In any way, in any case, if you can remove this intermediate form, then it also give you the answer. Just like okay, so look at this, limit x tends to 1, x square minus 1 by x minus 1. X square minus 1 means x plus 1 into x minus 1 divided by x minus 1. X minus 1 and x minus 1 will be nullified. Simply we are getting limit x tends to 1, x plus 1. Look at this. Now the intermediate form has been nullified. So you have to simplify the problem in such a way that the intermediate form you can nullify. Then also you can get, look at this, now put x equal to 1 here, it will give you the answer 2. Okay, so these two types of processes you can have. One is L'Hospital's rule, which is the easiest one, and second one is this simplification rule. That is, after simplification, you have to just nullify or eliminate this intermediate form, that is 0 by 0 or whatever. Then you can find the limiting value of the answer. So C is the right answer, 2. Okay. Next. Okay, give me the answer of this one. As x increased from minus infinity to infinity, the function fx equal to e to the power x by 1 plus e to the power x is monotonically increases, decreases, increases to maximum value and then decrease, decrease to maximum value, then increase. Option B. Okay. Anyone else? I'm giving you a hint. Option A is the curve like this. Option B is the curve like this. Option C is the curve like this. Option D is the curve like this. Okay. Some says B, some says A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 students. Okay. Now I'm explaining it. I stop sharing the screen and I'm sharing my entire screen. Now look at, I am just creating the curve e to the power x by 1 plus e to the power x. Look at this curve. Can you see this? Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Look at the curve. How the curve look like? This curve is nothing but it is smoothly, it increases to this one like this. Okay. It is a smoothly increasing curve. So if I draw the curve, you can easily see that what is the inclination of the curve, whether it is increasing or it is decreasing. But how can you find out without drawing the curve or without any graphical calculator, that is whether the function is increasing or decreasing? Very easy step, find out the derivative. If the derivative is greater than 0, it is increasing. If the derivative less than 0, it is decreasing. Okay, and nothing else. A very simple process. So now I'm taking the derivative of this e to the power x. So fx is equal to e to the power x divided by 1 plus e to the power x. Now f dash x is equal to 1 plus e to the power x. Okay, simply divide rule, you can follow it, or you can just simply divide it by e to the power x into 1 plus e to the power x. So I'm using the divided rule. So 1 plus e to the power x into e to the power x minus 1 plus e to the power x is e to the power x into e to the power x. Okay, and this is 1 plus to the power x whole square. This is equal to 1 plus e to the power 2x minus e to the power 2x divided by 1 plus e to the power x whole square is equal to 1 by 1 plus e to the power x whole square. Now the range is minus infinity to plus infinity. So if the value of x ranges between minus infinity to plus infinity, and look at this whole term is a square term. Okay, and we know that if it is a square term, whether I am putting the value of x minus or plus, whatever the value, if this is a square term, it is always greater than 0. Whatever the value of x is, we don't bother. Okay, so this is a monotonically increasing function. That is, A is the right answer here. Okay, so if a function is given to you, just simply take the derivative of the function. If the function is greater than 0, after taking the derivative is greater than 0, increasing, monotonically increasing. If the derivative is less than 0, monotonically decreasing. Okay, can anyone tell me if the derivative is equal to 0, then what will happen? If the derivative,
Excuse me, sir.
yes,
If the derivative is equal to 0, I guess it will be a straight line, sir.
no. If the derivative of a function is equal to 0, then what happens? The function is not a straight line. Straight line means it is a linear function. A straight line is maybe an increasing function, maybe a decreasing function, like this. This is increasing, this is a decreasing straight line. Derivative of a function f dash x equal to 0, it means at this point of x, at which point the derivative becomes 0, at that point the function attains either maximum value or minimum value. Derivative equal to 0 means either function attains maximum value at that point or minimum value at that point. Extremum. Okay, I will come
Okay.
to the point later. Maxima, minima. This is a simple extension of this problem. Next, this is a tricky question. Tell me what is the value of it. This is very important question. Not only for GATE, every kind of aptitude exam you can have this kind of question. I'm giving you 3 minutes for this. Okay, now I'm solving it. Okay, I'm getting B, A, B, C. Okay, mixed answer I'm getting. Okay, let me solve this answer, solve the question. First of all, whenever this kinds of situation occurs, this kind of situation means maybe the question are of this form: root over of x plus okay, always if the starting value, that is the start of the right hand side, starting with this root over, always square both sides. Okay, so that 1x will be in this side. Okay, that is x plus x plus x plus this one. Okay, so similarly in this case, y is equals to x plus root over of x plus, I am first taking this x into this side, this equal to this one. Now just simply square both sides. Now look at this. Is there any difference between this term and this term? Is there any difference? If I just take square both sides, the question term, that is this term and this term, will be equal. Look at this, the similar term we are getting. So simply instead of this term, we can easily write y, isn't it or not? If I take square, just simply I am getting the term which is given to the question, and this term is equal to the y. Just simply put y here. Y minus x is equal to, sorry, whole square is equal to y. Now simply solve it. Okay, before solving, what is the requirement? Look at this question. The question is y2. Y2 means the value of y when x is equal to 2. Remember, y within bracket 2, it means the value of y when the value of x is equal to 2. Okay, so simply put here the value of x as 2, y minus 2 whole square is equal to y. Now simply this y square minus 4y plus 4 is equal to y. Now simply take this y this side, y square, this is 4 plus 4, 4 minus 4, 8 y, sorry, wrong, y square, this y if I take it as 5y, 5y plus 4 is equal to 0. Now simply solve it and find the value of y. Y is equal to minus b plus minus root over of b square is equal to 5 plus minus, it is 1625 means 8. No, not 8. 9. 9 means it is 3. 2. So 5 plus 3 by 2, it means 8 by 2, it means 4. One answer is 4, another answer is 5 minus 2 by 2, 1. 4 and 1. So the value of y is 4 and 1. That is A is the right answer. Any doubt? Okay. So whenever you are facing this kinds of bracket, it is called intermediate bracket, or it is nested bracket. Nested bracket question, always try to square both sides, so that this nested bracket, it will take the same form as given into the question. Okay, so then you can simply put the y here. So this is the main trick here. It is try to square both sides. Very, very, very important question. VVVI, what I say, triple very. The function fx is equal to mod of x plus 1 on the interval minus to 0. Which one is correct? First of all, tell me mod x function. What is the definition of mod x function? Do you know this? I'm just reminding you. Mod x is equal to x or plus x if x is greater than 0. Mod x is equal to minus x if x is less than 0, and is equal to 0 if x equal to 0. This is the definition of mod x function. Okay, now try to solve this question.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So, could you please explain the term continuity and differentiability? I forgot it.
Okay, I'm explaining it. Okay, nobody is giving answer, so I think I need to explain the continuity differentiability first, and then I'm explaining the continuity and differentiability with mod x function first. Okay, and that is I'm starting with the example. First, simply you should know what is continuity. Continuity is nothing but if the function is a smooth function, then it is called continuous. Now, smooth function means, what is smooth function? Smooth function means it does not have any breakage. Breakage, it means suppose a function, I am explaining the function, I am defining a function like this. Look at this function. Suppose this function is, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So look at this function, look at this function and this function. This is a total continuous because it is a smooth function. There is no breakage in between here. But this is called step function. What is the breakage? Look at this. At point 1, at x equal to 1 point, this function has a breakage. That is, it just going up. This is also called a jump discontinuity. That is, if you want to remove this discontinuity, then you have to jumped over from here to here, just like a stair. You are jumping with the stairs like this. Similarly, at point 2, there is a discontinuity. There is also a jump discontinuity is having from this function at x equal to 2, and you need to jump from here to here. Then you can remove this discontinuity. Okay, so this is called jump discontinuity. This is one type of discontinuity. Another type of discontinuity is suppose 1 plus 1 by x. What is the discontinuity at this function? The discontinuity at x equal to 0. The function is discontinuous at x equal to 0. Why? Because if I put x is equal to 0 here, 1 by x, it becomes infinity. So this function is actually continuous function except only one point x equal to 0. Because at x equal to 0, this function is undefined. This is called infinite discontinuity. And this is called jump discontinuity. Okay. So now how to find out the continuous or discontinuous function? Continuous or discontinuous function, you have to find out the right hand limit and left hand limit first. Right hand limit means suppose a function is given to you fx equal to mod x. Suppose this one. Okay. Now you are going to find out at x is equal to 0, is this function continuous or not? I am talking about this function. Okay, forget about this one, everything.
So when the function value becomes infinity, it is called as discontinuity, sir.
It is called infinite discontinuity.
Okay. Otherwise, when do we say a function is discontinuous? So I don't understand. Without the graph, how to find it out?
Without the graph, you can't find out any discontinuous because graph is not given to you. How can you say that whether the graph is continuous or discontinuous? Obviously, a graph will give you first. Okay.
Yes, sir. Only with the help of the function, how we are supposed to do it, sir.
Yes, I am explaining this one now.
Okay.
Suppose this graph is given to you. Okay, mod x, and already the definition of the function is given x minus x when x less than 0 and equal to 0 when x equal to 0. Okay, now you are remember continuity, discontinuity, differentiability. Okay, you can find with a single point of x, that is at x equal to 0. You can find whether the function mod x is continuous or discontinuous. Okay, so you have to check the continuity discontinuity at a single point, not more than one point. Yes, you can check more than one point, but you have to check it differently, that is separately. But at a time, only one point can be checked. So I am putting x equal to 0. What is the definition? Definition is limit x tends to 0 plus. This is called right hand limit fx. Okay, should be is equal to limit x tends to 0 minus fx, which is called left hand limit. This is right hand limit. This is called left hand limit. Okay, which should be is equal to f of 0, that is functional value at the point 0. Then we can say that yes, the function is continuous function, otherwise not. Okay, so simply I'm checking this function whether this function is continuous or discontinuous at x equal to 0 or not. So first check right hand limit. Okay, limit I'm checking at x equal to 0, that is why I'm writing here x tends to 0 plus. If you check any other point, then you write here x tends to 1 plus 2 plus or something. Okay, so limit x tends to 0 plus fx. Now 0 plus fx, it means 0 plus means we are approaching towards 0 with right side, isn't it? This is 0 point. We are approaching towards 0 with the right side, from the right side. And from the right side means every value is greater than 0 value. So it means the value of the function mod x will be x. Okay, x tends to 0 plus, it means the value is approaching towards right side, and right side means all values are x greater than 0 values. So we have to choose x here. So this is equal to limit x tends to 0 x, okay, is equal to 0. Next, limit x tends to 0 minus fx, left side. 0 minus means we have to approach towards this 0 point from the left side, and from the left side means all the values of the left side is less than 0, and we have to choose where x is less than 0. X is less than 0 means this value. What is the value? Minus x. Put here minus x. Limit x tends to 0 fx equal to minus x, which is also 0. So right hand limit is 0, left hand limit is also 0. But still we can't say whether it is continuous or not, because we have to find out now f0, that is at x equal to 0 what is the value of the function. Now at x equal to 0 what is the value of the function according to the definition? 0. So left hand limit is 0. 0. Right hand limit 0, and f0 is also 0. So we can say yes, mod x function is continuous function at x equal to 0.
So at the point x is equal to 0, we have to find the function value, no, sir?
Yes.
That is the third step. After the left limit, right limit, we have to go for the function value.
Exactly. Function value, look at this one. At x equal to 0, according to the definition of mod x, at x equal to 0 is 0. Always. Okay. At x equal to 0 means at x equal to 0, the functional value mod x is 0. So f0 will be 0. Isn't it?
Yes,
f0
yes.
is 0. So
Okay.
f0 is 0. Right hand limit is 0. Left hand limit is 0. All the limits are equal, which is equal to the f0 value. So obviously this function is continuous function.
Yes, sir.
Any other doubt?
No, sir.
और किसी का कोई डाउट है? Okay. So this is how you can find the continuity. Now tell me, what is the answer of this? Okay, differentiability, also differentiability. You have to find out. Okay, first let me tell me whether this function fx equal to mod of x plus 1, is it continuous?
It's
Is it
discontinuous.
continuous at minus 2 0 or not?
Discontinuous, sir.
Discontinuous.
Yes, sir.
Anyone, any other answer? First write down the definition. Fx equal to mod of x plus 1. Just according to this one, mod x. I already told you what is the definition of mod x. Okay, according to that, you write down the definition first. Mod x plus 1 equal to x plus 1, that is plus x plus 1. If x plus 1 is greater than 0. X plus 1 greater than 0 means x greater than minus 1. Okay, is equal to minus of x plus 1. When? If x plus 1 is less than 0. X plus 1 less than 0 means x less than minus 1. Okay, and is equal to 0 if x plus 1 is equal to 0, that is equal to x equal to minus 1. So if the x greater than minus 1, then the value is x plus 1. If it is less than minus 1, value is minus of x plus 1. If it is x equal to minus 1, the value is 0. This is the definition of function. Now tell me whether it is continuous in minus to 0 interval.
So it is continuous, sir.
Exactly, it is continuous. Exactly, it is continuous.
So when I'm checking the right limit, left limit, and then at the point x is equal to 0, all I'm getting 1, sir.
Exactly, all will be getting 1. And always remember, every this mod function is always continuous. Okay, obviously depending on the range. Okay, if the range, look at this function point, -1 point. If the -1 point is in between this range, yes, this function is a continuous function. Yes. So every kind of function, whether it is x plus 1 mod of x plus 2, mod of x minus 1, all functions are continuous but not differentiable. Why it is not differentiable? I will explain this in the next day. Not now, because I have to again explain all these cases, because differentiability, the definition is something else. So remember always, if these kinds of questions occurs in the exam, okay, you need to check the interval first. And if mod x function is given to you, mod x function, it is continuous at x equal to 0 but not differentiable at x equal to 0. Okay, why not differentiable? I will explain this later. Now, one thing I should explain. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Look at this mod x function. Look at the mod x function. Can you see this? This is the mod x function, and look at 0 point. At 0 point, the function is continuous function but not differentiable. So remember this kinds of this technique. You don't have to solve it or don't have to find out the limit. Always the function structure, any mod function structure will be this V-shaped function. Always. Only this point will change. Now look at the function mod of x plus 1. Look at this. Same structure of the function, but the point, this is the ultimate point, that is middle of this V, is changed to -1. If it is x plus 1, then this point will be -1. That is end of this V point. Okay. If it is only mod x, then it is x plus 0. That is why it is the. If it is x minus 1, mod of x minus 1, then look at this. What is the V point? 1. So always remember, that is, if it is mod x, then V, the point will be in the minus position. That is x plus 1, it means the V point will be in -1 point. Now x minus 1 will be, the V point will be at 1. Okay, and always remember, at these end points, that is this V point, the function is always continuous but not differentiable. So it means that mod x function is continuous at x equal to 0 but not differentiable at x equal to 0. Similarly, mod of x plus 1, continuous at x equal to -1, that is this one. Continuous at x equal to -1 but not differentiable at x equal to -1. Similarly, mod of x minus 1, that is the V point will be at 1, will be continuous at x equal to 1 but not differentiable at x equal to 1. Similarly, whatever the function you write here, suppose mod of x minus, suppose 10, x minus 10 means what will be the V point? 10. Just look at this, 10. 10 will be the V point. So x minus 10, mod of x minus 10 will be continuous at this 10 point but not differentiable at this 10 point. So you get in the get examinations, always these kinds of questions will be there: x minus 10, x plus 10, x minus 100, or x plus 100. If it is x plus 10, then the v point will be minus 10 position. And then it will be continuous at minus 10, but not differentiable. Okay? Any doubt? So this is the trick. You don't have to solve it. Just find out what is the point, v point, and at that point, the function is continuous but not differentiable. Any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.